Right, let's talk about this. Something is genuinely pissing me off. It's doing my head in. And I know that I'm not alone, right? At every level of football, Premier League, League One, Championship, it's happening all over. And I know people are getting really fed up with it. I know you've all seen it. I know you've all clocked it. You've probably shouted at your TV when it's happened against you. Your team's flying, momentum's building, the crowd's up. You feel like it's only a matter of time before you get a goal. The opposition feel like they're hanging on. And then out of nowhere, or not, the keeper goes down, clutching something, knee, head, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Physio jogs on, the game stops, all the players go to the sideline, have a drink, the manager gives tactical instructions, they reset a little bit, and the momentum is lost. And this happens time and time again. It happened yesterday for the Cardiff game, which obviously I watched. Peterborough did it. We were building a load of momentum in the first half. We felt like a matter of time before we were going to score. Their keeper goes down, they reset, they have a little slight tactical tweak, and then the next 10 minutes is all Peterborough. Barnsley did it against us where we were absolutely annihilating and we just kept winning the ball off them. I'm sat behind their bench. Their manager shouts to him, tells him to go down. He goes down. They change the formation. They get a bit of structure and start going long. It shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. 60 seconds, 90 seconds later, the keeper's fine. He's back on the pitch. They get the ball back and, funny that, right? Welcome to one of the most cynical, calculated, and honestly quite embarrassing tactics in modern football. And we're seeing it more and more. We're seeing it week in, week out now. And today I want to talk about what it is, because it's getting worse. It's happening more often. And right now, football is doing jack shite about it. And it's annoying. So what exactly are we talking about? Let's be clear. This is not about real injuries, obviously. Goalkeepers get hurt. I get that. Players get hurt. That's football. There's no issue with that. This is about something completely different. This is deliberate, choreographed, tactical stoppage disguised as a fake injury. The timing's never random. It always happens when the opposition's on top, the team can't get out, the defence is panicking, the manager needs to reset the shape or make a tactical tweak, or the crowd is about to drag a goal out of the opposition. So what do? You stop the game, you slow it down, you give everyone a break. It takes the wind out of the sails of the opposition. It's not a coincidence, it's a pattern. And this is the key part. The goalkeeper is the perfect weapon for it, because if an outfield player goes down, the referee can wave play on one. But also the player has to go off the pitch if he gets treatment. So if the goalkeeper goes down, the game stops every time, no debate, no risk, no downside. Doesn't have to go off. So what do teams do? They use it. All these teams, they use it because they want any advantage that they can possibly use. The best teams do it, the lower leagues do it, everyone does it. And they've turned it into an art form. That delayed sort of get up after a simple save, the slow walk and then suddenly drop, the dramatic claps just as the pressure builds, the physio comes on, the water bottle appears, but also the players all know to go to the sideline and all get a drink, and then suddenly the manager's dishing out instructions. The manager gets the message on and then everything's calm again. Momentum's lost. And look, it's amazing how a sip of water can cure everything, right? And it ties into something bigger, because football has already shown us how valuable a pause in play can be. Drinks breaks, tactical breaks, and to be clear, drinks breaks when you're playing in a really hot country like the World Cup at Qatar. I'm not on about that. You have to have that. The heat, player welfare is all valid. Of course it is. The Ramadan breaks, all valid. No issue with that. But what has happened now is teams realise something. A drinks break isn't just about hydration. You can have a full tactical reset. The manager can reorganise. He can make those tweaks. The shape can get fixed. The players can recover. The momentum disappears because you've got to start again. So when there's no drinks break, teams create one. And the easiest way to do that is for keepers to go down. We've seen it time and time again. And it started off, it was like maybe once every couple of weeks. And now it's like literally every week you see it somewhere in professional football in the UK. Probably in other countries as well. But like the UK, I see it all the time. And it's identical thing. Stop the game, regroup, reset, kill the momentum, cramp, fake, not keeper having cramp, by the way, is disgusting. That is crazy stuff. The outcome's exactly the same though, right? And I'm not here to name individual players because obviously, ultimately, there's not a point. But I will tell you, you start watching it and you'll see it. You'll see the managers telling them to go down. You'll see the coaching staff run around to behind the goal to give him a drink and tell him to go down. And next time you see it, watch the keeper after he's had that instruction, watch him go down, and then watch all the players come to the sideline. It's outrageous. I'm fed up of it. It's infuriating. It's not the only thing, by the way, in modern football which is pathetic, but it is pathetic nonetheless. Those 2-3 minutes of relieving pressure, they can take the crowd out of it. The manager's been panicking, he can get hold of his players. That's not injury, it's about timing. And the maddest part is we all know it. The referees know it, the players know it, the fans know it, but nobody can do anything to stop it. Referees are pretty powerless, really. But this is where it does get frustrating, because technically refs can act. They can book for simulation, they can book for unsporting behaviour, they can play on. But here's the issue. You've got to prove it, you've got to make a case for it, and it's almost impossible to do so. There's always going to be doubt. Maybe he's tweaked something, maybe he's felt something, maybe he's got a real problem. So what happens? Nothing. We just carry on allowing it. And now you look at that, the risk v the reward. The risk is basically zero. The reward is massive for the teams. You can stop an attack, you can reset the shape, you can kill momentum of the opposition, you can buy time, you can quieten the fans. So why wouldn't teams do it, right? Exactly that. So how do you fix it? Solutions. Well, I think it can be fixed. Football just needs the bottle to do it. Number one, you're going to have a mandatory removal period. So if the keeper goes down after treatment, he stays off. I think that's unlikely, minimum 60 seconds, whatever. But suddenly that injury doesn't seem so appealing, right? I think the other one is like a proper timekeeping. So like you have every time play stops, the clock stops, like American football, I guess. But the way football teams in this country waste time, the games would be flipping 3 hours long and the rest. I think another option is the captain has to go off, or an outfield player has to go off for like a certain type of amount of time because the keeper can't go off or something. Maybe that's an answer. Obviously, you've got things like retrospective punishment. You've got VAR, you've got multiple camera angles, you've got broadcast replays. So if you see the manager, the coaching staff telling him to go down, then, punish it after the game. Fine, suspension, whatever. Like, got to find a way to make teams stop doing it because it's just bullshit. And right now, there's just no accountability, and teams are going to keep doing it. Nothing will change. And I think here's the bit that people don't like, and why don't clubs just stop it? Well, because it works. Simple as that, right? Football's ruthless. Football's about winning. And if this helps you win a match, you're going to do it. If this helps you halt the opposition's momentum, then you're going to do it. Managers are not going to lose sleep over it. Players won't refuse to do it. And fans probably won't mind if it benefits their team. That's the reality of it, right? But it's probably why you've got to fix the rules around it. Not by hoping that clubs and professional footballers are going to do the right thing, or managers, because they're not going to. Like, managers, their job is difficult enough. They're always on the brink of being sacked after a few bad results. So football is supposed to be about momentum. We all want to see the ball in play. We want to see pressure and intensity and chaos and flow and good football. This just kills all of that. It's just boring. It rewards cynical behaviour. It punishes attacking teams, and it breaks the game up. It's just another way to keep the ball out of play. The worst part is people just seem to have accepted it, groan and tweet and complain, and then it just happens again and again and again. It's just boring. Like, I'm so sick of it, and I know most of you are too. But here's the bottom line, right? The rules have got to change. Enforcement's got to change around it. And football needs to decide what it actually wants to be. Because right now, I think the Premier League and the EFL and the TV broadcasters, they're in real danger of losing the fans in terms of what football is. Like, modern football is not what it used to be. And you look at the way players are overcoached, which I get is a different subject altogether. And I think I'm going to talk about it, actually, like 90s versus now, like all the mavericks and the strikers and the flair players you had, just those creative players playing off the cuff. It was just a joy to watch. What made me really fall in love with football. And then I look at it now, and everyone's so overcoached and managed and micromanaged, and it just takes all the fun away. Whereas modern football, and I think football and people who are in charge of it have got to be careful, because I do think people are starting to get fed up of it and bored of it. VAR is just a joke. But anyway, back to the subject. Whenever a team is under pressure, all it takes is a keeper and an injury, and then the whole game changes, the whole flow, the momentum, everything. Look, I get it. Teams are going to do it, but it's just bullshit. And I'm fed up of it. But let me know. Are you with me on this, or do you think it's just part of the game? I really want to hear where you are. If you're with me, hit that like button, share it with all the football fans. Let's try to get them to listen to the fans and actually make some positive changes, because modern football is just not about fans at the end of the day. Let's keep the ball in play and actually play football, is it? Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know the worst example of this that you've seen. The Barnsley one was pathetic, but yes, even yesterday for Peterborough, just jokes like. And I've seen it everywhere in Premier League. Teams do it all the time. Just effectively forcing a timeout. It's just outrageous. But there we go. Let me know, because I'm sure there's some absolutely ridiculous examples out there. So let me know, and I'll see if I can check them out. Maybe we'll share them as shorts and stuff. Anyway, nice one. I'll see you later in the week. We've got a video out on Man City and the impending rumoured punishments for their charges. And I've also got a video out on Cardiff City as well. So yeah, we've got loads of content. And if you are a Cardiff fan, of course, Cardiff City World, 7 days a week. We've got so much content coming this week. We've got all the build up to the Bolton game, like multiple videos per day. We've got live shows, and we've got a few other videos as well. Like, it's so much stuff. So please do get involved, get involved, spread the word, help us grow, help us keep going. And if there's a particular video you want me to make about football or a subject, let me know in the comments and I'll make it, because really building this channel up now with some content. So let me know and we'll get it done. Nice one. This channel is powered by an incredible membership community on Cardiff City World and patreon.com/AcePodcastNation. Becoming a member unlocks exclusive rewards, from early access to live event tickets, bonus content, and even the occasional inside transfer scoop when we get it. But more importantly, it allows us to bring you top quality Cardiff City content 7 days a week. Across those 7 days, we're talking match previews, exclusive interviews, instant match reactions, the breakdown podcast, tactical deep dives, the spotlight series, Bluebirds Rewind, Academy Focus, and just so much more. Led by myself, backed by an army of passionate Cardiff City fans, this is content created by fans for fans, balanced, professional, and 100% all about the club we all love. If you enjoy what we do, then join the community today and support what we are doing as we help to keep Cardiff City World flying high.